Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Will the United States Mint cancel Donald Trump? Let's explore. You're wondering why there's a box here. This is an unboxing of some products that I'd ordered from the United States Mint in the nick of time. Yes, indeed. It was an order I was contemplating anyway, but it was expedited by a video by Silver Wolverine, who purchased this product, and I decided to go ahead and purchase it too. Might as well. I had never purchased a presidential medal during the actual term of said president. Well, this was a first for me, and I am actually collecting the presidential medal series in bronze. I have some of them that have been minted here in recent years in silver. For a couple of years are now starting to do all of the medals in silver. And so I decided to go ahead and get that medal right now, and let's take a look at inside and why there is a fear of, potential, likely not to happen, but you never know. Especially in this day and age, we have cancel culture all over the place. In the light of recent events, especially in terms of big tech, shutting out the president and many conservative voices on their platforms, it was a good time to probably get this medal. And so we're going to unbox this thing here. Let me first take the paperwork out, because I'm actually going to show some of this for various different reasons what the United States Mint has done. This is a roll of the innovation dollars that I decided to get because I like the design of this coin. Kind of one of those things that just kind of carry around there, so we'll leave that aside. I won't worry about unboxing that. Also got this Massachusetts Innovation Dollar. I think this is a cool looking coin. So I decided to get this too, of the telephone. I am kind of a fan of this series, but we're not going to focus a whole lot on this. This is the reverse proof of that. Let's show you that. I'm not a big fan of this packaging of this series, but I do like the that they are doing these in reverse proof as well. So just adding that to a little collection I'm doing. Sometimes it's fun just to collect, even if there's a bit of a premium on some of these things. You get coins you enjoy, and I'm collecting the ones that I find the design appealing for that series, but nothing more. The United States Mint. Next, I'm going to show this, which is what Silver Wolverine purchased. This is the 3-inch version of, and there's a rubber band there. It's cool they put a rubber band. Nice. We're going to do that right now, potentially. For those who are frustrated at the Mint, this is where we pay back. We can shoot rubber bands at the Mint bag. There we go. All right. Then we can have hours of fun doing that, but we're going to instead look at the metal itself. The metal, when you buy a 3-inch metal from the United States Mint, you get this nice little handy plastic thing that you can put together there to display the metal, which I think is pretty cool. But I won't be able to do that with this metal because it comes in this plastic packaging. And like Silver Wolverine, I'm going to keep it inside of the plastic packaging here. But this is the reverse of the medal. The forgotten men and women of our country would not be forgotten again. That's from his inauguration speech on January the 20th, 2017, an historic day. Then we have the obverse of the medal that shows the president. And these 3-inch medals, unlike their smaller counterparts, do not have a rim unless the rim is actually a part of the design. But particularly the design goes all the way to the rim. And I think it's a well-designed medal. It shows the White House and the flag that the president loves so much. And the name Donald J. Trump. And the image of the Trump here that looks actually angry. There is a photo of the president smiling that I think probably would have been a better example to use, but it's kind of tough to really get a smiling image on a coin without it being kind of freakish looking. So I think they showed this with sort of a stern looking Trump. And I think it captures his image well. However, the hair is a bit too much. Yes, we know about the president's hair. We shall overcome, right? And that hair is is definitely iconic for the president. But this amount of it there is just a little bit too much, in my opinion. It's not that exaggerated. That's my only criticism of the metal is the hair. But it does have a higher relief than you would normally find, and I'm sorry I'm not taking it out of the package, but I do want to preserve it. Not only because it's a piece of history and that I encountered this, there are unlimited sales of this. It is still available on the Mint's website for now. And that leads me to the last item that I purchased here from the United States Mint in this order. Let me put this back in its box. This is the way it comes. You can get extra display boxes for this, which I did not get. I think Silver Wolverine got one of those, but since I'm going to keep it in its original packaging, I'm just going to leave it there. There's really no numismatic value to this, although the U.S. Mint pretty much has created a numismatic treasure out of this, because I bought this at $40, $39.95 or $39.95. I think it's. Well, I'll show you in a minute. They're now $160, which is more than what the America the Beautiful 5-ounce silver 999 coins were going for quite some time from the U.S. Mint. So that's gone up in price, which means that I could potentially sell this for that issue price if I so desired, or at least above what I paid for it, for sure. I could go on eBay right now and sell for that. This is the small metal of the same thing, and you can see here, it's the same design, less relief, and it has a rim, and as is the case for all of these metals for that side. I wish I would have gotten more of these. Now, since these have gone up now from $7, $6.95, I believe, to $20 now for these things. $20 for something that weighs less than an ounce, even avoirduporis ounce, and it's bronze. Insane in the membrane. That is just crazy. Which means that these will probably become rarities, because very few people will probably be purchasing these now because there's no precious metals content in them. But that's crazy they up the price for these so much. And I just got this to kind of keep my collection going for the first and only term of the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, sadly, in my view. You know my views on that. So, where we stand? Let's take a look here and see what I paid for these products here. There they are. Donald J. Trump bronze medal for the 1 and 5/16, $6.95, and for the 3-inch bronze, $39.95. Now it's a lot more than that. Insane in the membrane, folks. There's where it is. Now, on to the subject at hand here is, will they cancel Donald J. Trump? For the first time ever, that I've really noticed, but I don't really pay attention to the sales of these metals on the site. There are certain presidents that aren't available. I didn't see a George Washington on there. I didn't see a Ronald Reagan on there. I didn't see a Franklin Pierce medal on there, or a Grover Cleveland Term 1 or Term 2. I didn't see a Roosevelt medal. There's a lot of medals that aren't on the website, and they may or may not be making them anymore. And this medal, this small medal, is now not available. Now, not available can mean one or two things. It's not available at the moment. There's other metals that are on back order. So there's several different designations. There's not available, there's on back order, and sold out. And that's not what this is. This is not sold out. It's just not available. Now, it could be because of unprecedented demand for this metal, potentially. That's likely possible. And especially that unprecedented demand that could have occurred before the price went up. And they may have ran out. So they could have offered again. But in light of recent events And in light of what's been going on in the country lately, especially since the election, I would venture to guess and wonder if the U.S. Mint, to avoid controversy, may take the sale of these metals off their site. That's a possibility. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But seeing that this metal is unavailable, the 3-inch is still available, it makes you wonder. I don't know what could happen. The U.S. Mint could get lots of complaints from folks saying, why are you having a metal for Donald Trump? I'm not going to get into the politics, but we know what's been controversial as of late. Controversy sales is what sells pieces like this, especially official United States Mint products, but it can also dire a lot of criticism as well. So maybe people are anticipating it, and the sales of these have gone through the roof. I don't know. We'll find out with the sales reports and see what the sales reports are. I have not looked at those to see since they've been available, but I've not seen, but I don't pay attention to these as much as maybe some of you may have, to see what in the world a presidential metal be available during the term of the existing president. I thought they were available after the term ended. At least from what I recollect, I don't remember Obama's being available during the midst of his second term. But after each term ends is when the metal becomes available. So I could be wrong on that. That's quite a possibility, but I went ahead and jumped on this. I'm glad I did, for sure. It took quite a long time to get here. The order was placed and it was delayed for quite some time. And but I knew when it came available that I wanted to get one just for the historic aspect of this man's presidency and the fact that I am a fan of Donald Trump. For sure. So there you go. So there they are. Donald J. Trump presidential medal. And in this size, I think it's 1 5/16, I believe, is the actual diameter of this. And the 3-inch metal, there they are together. Going to leave them both in the original packaging, but you can see them both together here. And let's get a close-up shot of the president's features on this metal here. Donald J. Trump, 3-inch metal. Look into those eyes, folks. Look into those eyes. What do you see? Ah, yes, indeed. I know what some of you are going to say when you look in those eyes, and what others of you will say. I know what I say when I look into those eyes. It's very different than what some of you others will say when you look into those eyes. All right. A multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video. And I encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe. I filmed that entire video while having a hole in my sock. And I didn't even complain, not once, but I couldn't help myself. I hate it when there's a hole in my sock. It really sucks. Now I'm going to have to throw these socks away. Dang it, first world problems.